Plum Tree.
I'm about to try the food. So let's see how it goes. I'm very excited. I got this. I got a shrimp egg roll and 4 chicken wings. And this General Toast chicken. General Toast and Sow. However you want to say it. Ooh, okay. Okay, it's looking like New York.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
This is another edition of Tell Fridays, and I'm guessing that today we will be talking about the difference of, which I know is crazy because, you know, I am from New York, so I'm still comparing a lot of things down here to New York. So we're going to compare Chinese food in Florida and Chinese food in New York. So let's just start this topic off. So that's about something that I know. And I know Chinese food in New York because I done been grown. I grew up around it from birth to now. And I'm just saying that we used to have, like, if you're from Brooklyn or you're from New York, you know that every corner have a Chinese food spot. Your hood got like several Chinese food. They got lunch specials. They got all type of different things. You order like from 11 to 3, boom, boom, boom. But I feel like, you know, there's Chinese food everywhere. But I feel like Brooklyn has a lot of good Chinese food stores. Like my grandmother's house, they have this one store on Snyder and Church, Snyder Wings. Everybody in Brooklyn done had their wings, okay? Like, hello. So, you know, and then if you're from, like, so my order usually is, can I get 4 chicken wings and french fries with ketchup and hot sauce? Well, not hot, a little bit of hot sauce, but I add my hot sauce by barbecue sauce. So ketchup and barbecue sauce, and I add my hot sauce. So literally, that's like my order. So, I'm missing, you know, that authentic type, like, fried, like, your chicken crispy, okay? Your 4 wings big. We used to have this well popular spot around my neighborhood, High Sun. I stopped going into them for a good couple of years now. And I actually got this, like, flyer in the mail. Like, you know how they walk around, they put flyers in your building and come out your door and put the flyer. So I actually got that, and literally one of those flyers that I did get, I started, you know, just ordering and seeing how their food go, and I really messed with them. Like, they were my new spot. It's my go-to spot, and I literally, like, every time my cousin comes from Georgia, I literally put her on to it one time, and she's just like, could you please order me, 4 chicken wings and french fries? And she was like, order me 2. I'm like, 2? She's like, yeah, order me 2. I'm like, girl, why? So that's how hooked, or that's how good this place is. Like, they're very good. And they're like, even when my grandmother passed and we went up to New York, and we literally, they had me call and order, so was it 2 orders of 4 chicken wings and french fries. And I'm like, okay. And I ordered that. And like no later than 10 minutes later that they go and they pick up the order, they literally was like, we need you to call again and order some more french fries and chicken wings. And I'm like, mind you, it's my mom, my aunt, and her 4 kids. So they literally 6 people devoured these 2 orders and then had me go call again. And I'm like, ma'am, you know, I just called. And she was like, no, they came and pick up. And I'm like, they came and pick up? And she was like, yeah. I said, oh, well, can I have another order? Because these people did not tell me to, you know, order another one. I was thinking that they go in and they haven't reached there, whatever, and they, you know, no oil. Well, licorice, they licorice soul. They love their belly. But New Peking is my spot. New Peking is on Washington Avenue and Lincoln Road. Right there where you know, Washington Avenue start going up by Cloud Bar and so all over the Brooklynites and them. So if you're ever in that area and you want Chinese food and you think that, you know, is your flavoring, that is where you will go. New Peking is my thing. And she used to know my voice, and she'd be like, 2G as in girl, and I'm like, yes,
So
girl,
wrong.
2G
So wrong
as
that
in
you
girl,
knew.
because I used to be like, my apartment is 2G, so that they wouldn't, I'm like, as in girl, and she was like, yo, she was good to me. My Chin Chin used to know my voice and know my order. That's a problem when they know your order, and they're like, oh, you don't want that today? I said, no, darling, I don't want that today, doodles. But thank you. Thank you for knowing what I would do and what I would not do. But coming down here, I'm brand spanking new in my neighborhood. I really haven't ventured out much. I do have a good Colombian restaurant out here. So yes, every time I'm in the mood for Spanish, my cousin, she put me onto it, and I was like, okay, that's a good put on. Now my other cousin, she put me on. She was like, look, I got this Chinese spot, but it's around my way, and that's kind of like 20 minutes from my house. She was like, I don't know if you're willing to drive there. I'm like, I'm willing to do whatever it is. She was like when she missed Brooklyn or when she missed New York, she go and she order food there, and the food kind of suffice. And I was like, word, okay. So I went and I Googled it, and I came home and I said, look, my mother was like, oh, I'm not cooking today. I'm like, okay, you don't have to cook. We're gonna go try it. We're gonna go try this place out. So we're always on a road trip. So this was a mini road trip, and we went to Plum Tree. Now, mind you, Plum Tree was like, when we on our way there, the GPS telling us we be going down, downtown Tampa. I'm like, ooh, we go over a bridge to come down. We go over our next bridge and go down. But when they was like, oh, take the next left to go to Davis Island, I was like, we going to island? I was like, this fancy schmancy. So we go there now, and you see the little houses looking cute. I'm like, okay, this is a vibe. It's a vibe. And when you go down the street, now when you get down the road now, the road is like this, and they have like the parallel parking, but the angled ones, and like it has shops on this side and shops on that side. And I'm like, ooh, okay. So we get to Plum Tree, and Plum Tree has the flyer, and it was like
it says made in New York
City. And I'm like, okay, Plum Tree, you advertising something big. You advertising real something big. Don't disappoint me, please, because I want to get this clock ching chong walk. Okay. So we go to Davis, and we bring, we bring my man.
Right.
My doggy, so he's there as well. He cutting up. So I said, okay. I told my mom, why don't you look at the menu and you tell me what you want? So what she ordered was house special fried rice and an order of their spare ribs, right? And I ordered General Tso chicken. I don't know how to say it, but I ain't Chinese, so hello. So I had that with white rice, and then I ordered shrimp egg roll and an order of 4 chicken wings. Like, you know what? That's the one thing that you can never mess up a 4 chicken wing, because I feel like, that's so not basic, but I feel like it's universal. That I went to, they could fry a good piece of fry. So we spent like $40 in food. Ridiculous, but whatever. But my review on Plum Tree is that it is New York style Chinese food, and it tastes good. But the only thing for me is that I wanted my chicken to be fried a little bit harder. That is the only thing that was like stopping me from giving them a 10 out of 10. I would give them a 7 out of 10. Because it was good. It was good. It was flavorful. It's just my chicken. When you come from there, you want your chicken fried hot. My cousin made a joke about, they fry their chicken for old people and things. I said, but yeah, for the old people and things, let it be soft, but I need some crisp to my chicken. But I'm finding different spots and different food places to try. I'm literally trying to give Florida the best food that I can and organizing. So I just want to give y'all my little review about the Chinese food in New York compared to Chinese food in Tampa. I'm still looking, but Plum Tree is a good way to start. It is a good way to start, and I'm telling you, if you're ever down in Florida and you're in Tampa and you want Chinese food, go to Plum Tree. Plum Tree, Plum Tree, Plum Tree, Plum Tree, Plum Tree. Because even my mom was like, my mom said it's decent. And I was like, was a New Yorker can say your food decent? It good. It suffice. It organized. It has to organize day. But yeah, so this Friday I'm just gonna give y'all some reviews on Tampa because I'm still here. But I hope I have a blessed one. I hope that today see you in the best of health and just be the best you that you could be. Toodles, my loves.